Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to thank the good gentleman from the 27th once again for his great work. I agree with his words today on the necessity for this particular piece of legislation on its final passage. You know, Mr. Speaker, I found it was an interesting weekend. We were here working, Mr. Speaker, on the transportation budget, and I received a text from one of our very own members of this body who had a family member on that boat as it was heading towards shore. It was very disconcerting when they heard the words brace for impact. So, Mr. Speaker, it has been a tough run for our ferry system. But there's good news, Mr. Speaker. The work of the good gentleman from the 27th, along with the stakeholders, along with the committee, have made it a top priority to address our ferry system, our part of our state highway system, Mr. Speaker, to make sure that we have developed a strong workforce, to make sure that we are developing strong maintenance programs, to make sure that we are dealing with labor, and yes, Mr. Speaker, to make sure that we have the most up-to-date advanced fleet of ferries to serve now and well into the future. Mr. Speaker, this is an important piece of legislation because it starts that process. We must get going on it now. We must open this up so that we can take into consideration the fine boat builders here in Washington State, but others, to make sure that we can deliver for the people of the state of Washington. Mr. Speaker, there are a few concerns on our side about how this is set up a little bit, so there may be a few no's, but today, Mr. Speaker, I'm recommending a yes vote.